I was standing on a shaky step stool, 10 feet in the air, hanging a giant $10 haircut banner, when it hit me. My boss wasn't just underpaying us. She was stealing from us. And that was the exact moment I decided to take my accidental revenge. By the time it was all over, I walked away with $40,000 they never wanted me to have, and the sweetest sense of justice I've ever felt. If you've ever had a boss who treated you like you were disposable, or if you've ever dreamed about flipping the script, making them regret it, hit that like button and stick around, because this is the story of how one tiny secret changed my entire life and got me the ultimate revenge. Picture this. I'm 24 years old, working at a chain salon in the US, making minimum wage plus tips, which, if you've ever worked in a salon, means you live for upsells and commissions. The better you do, the more service dollars per hour you earn, and the higher your hourly pay. That back-to-school season should have been my jackpot. Parents, kids, college freshmen, everybody needed a haircut. I was second in sales in the entire district. I should have been swimming in commission. But my boss? My boss had other plans. Corporate decided we needed to run a $10 haircut promotion, which sounds fine, right? Except they made the discount come out of our commission calculations. Every haircut I did for $10 was essentially punishing me for working harder. And to make it worse, part of advertising the sale meant risking our lives twice a day. We had to stand on this rickety old step stool on an uneven sidewalk, hanging a giant banner off the roof every morning, every night, because apparently there were hordes of criminals dying to steal a banner that said $10 haircuts. I'll never forget the first paycheck after that sale started. I opened it in the break room and my heart dropped. My hands shook as I read the numbers. All that hard work for scraps. My chest burned with anger and humiliation. The next day, I walked into the salon fuming. I didn't just feel underpaid. I felt cheated, stolen from. That morning, it was my turn to hang the stupid banner. The step stool wobbled beneath me as I balanced the heavy fabric, my hands gripping the edge of the roof. My coworker, a notorious gossip and the boss's little brown-nosing spy, was holding the ladder, watching me. That's when the idea hit me. I climbed down and casually said, "Well, glad this is the last time I'm doing this." She blinked. "Wait, what do you mean?" I let out a sigh, just loud enough for her to hear. "Look, you can't tell anyone, okay? But I got an offer from another salon, fixed schedule, $5 more an hour, way better commission. So after this weekend, I'm gone." Her eyes widened. She swore she wouldn't tell anyone, especially not our boss. I smiled inside because I knew she'd spill the secret before lunch. Sure enough, my next shift, the boss calls me into her office. "I heard a rumor," she says, trying to sound casual, "that you're leaving for another salon." I gave her my best reluctant truth face. "Well, yeah, I didn't want to, but they're offering me more pay, set hours. I mean, I love it here, but..." I trailed off. Hook, line, sinker. She panicked. Back-to-school rush was about to crush the salon, and losing one of their top performers would be a disaster. "What if we matched the pay and gave you a set schedule?" I paused, letting the silence work in my favor, heart racing. "If you can do that, I'd love to stay."
Within a day, she got district approval. I got a raise, a predictable schedule, and without ever leaving, secured what would end up being $39,000 in extra pay over the next 5 years. But that was only phase 1 of my revenge. I knew the company was screwing us with that coupon math, so I started printing my service slips every day, keeping meticulous records. Every time payroll tried to adjust our pay for discounts, I had proof. 5 years later, after I finally quit, karma came knocking. A former employee from another state filed a class action lawsuit for wage theft. I got a letter in the mail. "Do you want to join?" Oh, did I ever. The lawyer was thrilled when I handed over 5 years of records, emails, payroll disputes, service slips. They had to go back and compensate me for every single hour I'd been underpaid. Even free haircuts had to count as full service dollars. Pennies here, dimes there, it added up. After the settlement split, I pocketed another $10,000. In total, my little secret to the salon gossip earned me $40,000. The company that had underpaid, overworked, and disrespected me ended up funding my freedom, and they didn't even see it coming. My old boss never looked me in the eye the same way again, and that gossip coworker, she had no idea she was the hero of my story. Sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't loud. It's quiet, calculated, and leaves your enemies wondering how they lost. In the end, I didn't just get revenge. I got justice. I learned that sometimes the best way to beat a system designed to exploit you is to make that system work for you. And let's be honest, watching karma hit a greedy company right in the wallet? Absolutely priceless. If this story gave you chills or made you smile, hit that like button and tell us in the comments what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen or done. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that prove karma always comes